So, I feel like this video is going to be very niche, but I saw an article while scrolling through Instagram and I wanted to talk about it here. It was from Them, the LGBTQ news website, and it was titled, What I Learned After Coming Out as Monogamous. This piqued my interest since I'm polyamorous, and I felt like the title of the article was phrased weirdly. Then I looked at the comments, and some people agreed with me, but many of them were extremely negative one way or the other, and I didn't really like that kind of energy. So I did something revolutionary and actually read the article, and the title was a little misleading. The article discusses the author, Quispe Lopez's, personal relationship with polyamory and why it wasn't working for them. They talk about how it didn't work trying to balance multiple partners and eventually decided monogamy was the best option, which I think is great. It's always nice to see people figure out what relationships work best for them. They also say that they have no resentment towards polyamory. To quote them directly, if my friends find that same safety, security, and freedom in polyamory, I support them wholeheartedly. My ideal for queer people in community-oriented spaces is for all of us to be free to exist as is, without pressures to change who we are, how we connect with each other. So, this person wasn't trying to attack polyamory or polyamorous people with this at all. Something that did surprise me while reading this article was that them and their partner have been treated poorly for being monogamous, which I didn't really expect. They say that several queer people have tried pushing their boundaries and treating them like a suggestion, which is awful and shouldn't be happening. I didn't realize this was such a problem in queer spaces. This doesn't mean that every queer space is like this by any means, but the fact that this happens at all is terrible. Now, I started this video because of the title of the article, so what's up with that? In my opinion, the phrasing of coming out as monogamous sounds off to me, because monogamy is the societal norm, and even though in the author's experiences, it is less of the majority in the spaces they've been in. There's also the tagline or summary of the article that says, at a time when polyamory is everywhere, one writer reckons with the social consequences of closing their relationship, which also feels very iffy to me for some reason. I saw some people in the comments of the Instagram post advertising this article saying it sounds like the title was written by a straight person, but that it wasn't written by the author, which I kind of agree with. The title and tagline feel disconnected from the actual article, and they feel slightly more antagonistic towards polyamory in my opinion. My boyfriend, who is also trans and polyamorous like the author, read the article too and said, to me, the author's description of how they were treated after becoming monogamous highlights how even in the queer community you have people that try to direct how your relationship should be. Monogamy instills so much jealousy and has so many rules. That person sounds like they just don't know how relationships work, because this can happen in polyamory and non-intimacy. No type of relationship is inherently better than the other. The tagline sounds like bait the way it's not really what they were saying, but rather twisting it to be attention-grabbing. Also, it's kind of rude. I've never seen polyamory highlighted in any queer media, event, etc., so to proclaim that it is everywhere rubs me the wrong way. I agree with my boyfriend and also think that the title and tagline of the article were used as bait. The actual article is very nuanced and had an interesting look at things. I fully agree with the author's sentiment that queer spaces should be a place where everybody can exist as is, regardless of identity, relationship structure, or whatever. Queer people should all respect and accept each other. We shouldn't look down on anyone just because they want to have one partner or multiple. As long as everyone in the situation is consenting and comfortable, people should be able to do whatever they want. I didn't really talk badly about anyone in this video, but I'm going to say this anyways. Please don't harass anyone I talked about in this video. That's not going to help the situation at all. I hope you enjoyed this extremely specific video, and I hope you have a good day/night. Bye!